Well, hey there, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Bigby Bays, a spot where I drink perhaps a little too much and reveal way more about myself than I probably should. Today, let's talk about sex and get into every nook and cranny in the intercourse of this engaging subject. More specifically, let's talk about the nasty in the context of the Christian faith and find out just why Christian sex is the best sex anyone will ever have. I'm not talking about how abstinence makes the loins grow hotter, or about waiting until marriage for the horizontal waltz. This is not one of those videos. Most people think of Christians as prudes in marital congress, while a quick study of the Bible will show you there is nothing further from the truth. There is a lot of sex in the Bible. Anyone who says there isn't hasn't read it. Contrary to popular belief, the Bible places few restrictions on the sexual activity of the faithful. I should interject at this moment to say that I am on the spectrum of sexual addiction and have been ever since before I met Lil Red. This is not as fun as it may sound to some, as I am sometimes racked for days with overwhelming desire I can't put to sleep. It used to cause me no end of personal shame until I did what I should have done from the very beginning, which was turn to the Bible. As it turns out, when Jesus said the truth will set you free, he truly meant it in every sense. Let's just pull this out at the start and come to fully realize the Bible does not forbid masturbation. There is something called onanism, which is a fancy way of saying spanking the monkey, or for the ladies, rounding home plate. I made that last one up, by the way. You're welcome. This comes from a place in the Bible where this dude Onan pulled out of his brother's wife before climax and spilled his semen just all over the ground. I told you, the Bible has a lot of sex. Grow up already. Anyway, this is where people get that God hates it when you touch yourself. Not even close. Listen, here's the deal. Onan didn't want his brother's wife to get pregnant because he wanted to inherit his brother's property. Back then, if a brother died before he had kids, it was the other brother's responsibility to father children for his brother's legacy. There are some prohibitions the Bible places on sexual activity. And here is the complete list. Only one spouse, only engage with the opposite sex. Are you waiting for more? Because there isn't. I have spent years looking into the scriptures because I honestly did not understand how God would make me this intensely sexual creature only to punish me when I exercise my natural desires. There is a place where it says a man should not take a woman's place in sex, nor should a woman take the man's. Frigid souls will say this means only the missionary position should be used. Thank you. No, it does not. All this means is that men shouldn't have sex with men, and women shouldn't have sex with women. If you want to read more into it, that's on you. There is another passage that says men shouldn't wear women's clothes, and women shouldn't wear men's. Men at this time wore skirts. Actual skirts. Once again, this simply means men shouldn't have sex with men, and women shouldn't have sex with women. That's it. Now we are going to get into the juicy stuff. Because there was this city named Sodom, which is from where we get our term, sodomy, that in modern times has been associated with oral sex and anal penetration. Check out the story of Lot and his family. The Sodomites could not give a damn about women. Seriously, Lot offered up 2 young virgins, and they wanted the adult males he was protecting instead. Nothing less would do. Think about it. God made sex, and it is good. No pun intended. He even told his children to get busy grinding and popping out kids constantly, which is something he still wants us to do to this day. He has told his children to enjoy the wives of our youth, and wives, likewise your husbands. He said for us not to deny each other sexually. There is even an entire romantic chapter in the Bible that gets into some graphic detail called the Song of Solomon. Sex is a blessing from God, and we need to honor it as such by celebrating his gift in a monogamous relationship. Stop blaming yourself for what God has designed to happen naturally. There is no shame in being a sexual creature if you are too young to get married. And Lord, I hope there is no one under 14 watching this one. Don't be ashamed of doing what you need to do. Don't let it get in the way of your relationship with God by any means, but don't treat your sexual desire as a curse from him. To all you married Christians out there, if you feel the need to line your bedroom ceiling with mirrors, attach leather straps to your bedposts, keep naughty costumes for Friday night roleplay, or anything you two can come up with for monogamous fun, there is not one thing in the Bible against any of it. Stop being ashamed of what is natural for us to enjoy. Make the absolute most out of this blessing, and remember to always stay in the way.